Hey, yo, what's the deal? Miss your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 10:23 a.m., October 9th, 2025. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm just cooking my food. You know what I mean? It's a Thursday. You know, right now, I'm doing pizza and a beef patty and a biscuit with Pepsi. You know what I mean? I've got to do stuff for work. You know what I'm saying? I work. I work. Remember that Big Daddy Kane joint? I work. I get the job done. I work. I work. Fuck y'all AEW sickos know about that, man. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about something. And I'm gonna put that shit in the description too, just to piss you motherfuckers off. So last night during AEW's Collision taping, it was, there was some unfortunate news. I was in the crib, doing stuff on the computer for the PW tag videos and such, and some projects that I do for myself. And so I go to I go on X, and I see something unfortunate, right? I see that Kota Ibushi, right, gets injured again. I'm like, God damn, B. Like, this dude can't stay healthy to save his life. Yeah, I mean, this motherfucker cannot, I'm like, man, see, like, he might be AEW's worst signing to date. I'm sorry. There's a guy who AEW had high hopes for and such. And now look at him. Wasn't there a rumor that Lizzo was dating Kota Ibushi? Ugh, Lizzo, ugh. Lizzo don't look that good to me. It's not because it's not her size. Hell no. Like, I love, I love big size women too. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I go crazy over fucking Kelly Price, Faith Devins. You know what I mean? There's some models that I've seen that's, I don't like to use the word plus size. Like when I think of a plus size girl, I think of like more like the big back girls, like, big bone girls, like, like I said, like a Kelly Price, like, a fucking, Faith Evans and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen some models who look fucking good. But, Kota Ibushi, like, this dude's injury, his injury, yeah, I mean, his fucking injury history is crazy. Jill Scott's another one who looked good, and I'm like, damn, this dude legit might need to hang it up. I mean, every fucking year, like, this dude gets injured every fucking year, right? That's not, like, he got injured in the Collision tapings last night against Josh Alexander, right? And I'm like, dude, this dude is just, he also, did he have a leg injury too? Like, maybe, a few years back, like I'm like, man, he can't, like, this dude can't, he can't get out of his own way. Like I said, this dude legit might need to hang it up. He might need to. And yes, to me, he's AEW's worst signing, period, because you know who he remind me of? I'm going to go back. When the New York Yankees had an all-star lineup back in 2005, yes, we're going back 2 decades, right? Remember, they had every single position they had was nothing but all-star. Was nothing but an all-star there. You had A-Rod, you had Giambi, you had Sheffield. You know what I mean? I think Hideki Matsui was also there too during that time, I think. You had Giambi, you had Jorge. On the pitcher side too, you had Mike Messina, you had fucking, who else did they have? I don't think they had John Lieber during that time. I'm not sure. Either that or John Lieber might have played in the 2009 World Series team. But remember, they made 3 big signings that year, right? In the pitcher side, right? Randy Johnson, Jarrett Wright, and Carl Pavano. Carl Pavano was a great fucking pitcher. You know what I mean? I think he pitched for Florida, right? For the Marlins. And he got there, and this motherfucker's injury, he's injury prone. This dude is just, I think Kevin Brown might have still been in that team too. But this motherfucker called Pavano was like, he basically robbed the Yankees of their bread. Know what I mean? Like you very rarely see him get in the field and such. Oh yeah, Javier Vasquez was on that team too. Like that dude was, I don't know, man. Like, a good pitcher, but I think the wrong city and shit. But Carl Pavano, right? Same deal. Same exact fucking deal. Right? That's what Kota Ibushi remind me of. Know what I mean? And the fact that, and also that Yankees team, I think, no, in 2003, because I was going to say 2003, but remember, 2003 was the year that Aaron Boone hit that memorable home run to get us to the World Series against Boston in the ALCS. You know what I mean? I think it was, I don't know if it was game 7. I know the game was tied, and that shit went in like 12-1 in the morning here in New York. You know what I mean? But that year we also lost to Miami. You know what I mean? We lost to the Marlins. You know what I'm saying? But Kota Ibushi, I mean, man, like this dude legit might need to hang it up at this point. Know what I mean? Like, it's like this dude's body's made out of glass. Like, he take a step and nigga, your fucking leg will break. You know what I mean? Like, you wake up in the morning, your leg will break. You know what I mean? But this is the thing with AEW. When it comes down to safety protocol for their wrestlers and such, it's not there. It's not there. It is not there for the company. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. You bring these people in with no plan, no nothing, and now look what happened. Look what happened. I feel bad for Kota Ibushi. Either he needs to retire or just go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Go back where, to me, he seems a lot more. You know what's funny? I just realized something. How come the wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestle a much harder and stiffer style, right? But then they very, very, very rarely get hurt and they're out, right? But then when they come to AEW, you know what I mean? Like, like you get dropped on your fucking head and all these other things, and people are out for a legitimate amount of time. Like, that's weird shit. That's weird shit. I can't see WWE being interested in Kota Ibushi. I can't. There's no way. There's no fucking way. And people talk about Keith Lee and such. Kota Ibushi, if Kota Ibushi was in WWE, like, they would have to legit limit his time. You would have to. And limit the amount of shit that he can do. And it's sad, too, because I think Kota Ibushi's a great talent, but the way how AEW got him is just, I think he either needs to retire or just go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Just eat one of the two. One of the two, because, again, like, AEW, I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there in terms of how they take care of their wrestlers, but this is just, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. 3 years in a row, this motherfucker got injured. Three. It's sad, man. It's sad. And speaking of sad, real quick, and I will give my thoughts about this too. My prayers and thoughts goes out to Raven. I heard about his diagnosis with, early onset Parkinson's, and having Parkinson's is bad, B. Having Parkinson's is bad, man. I would not, but the thing is, when you get into a business like professional wrestling, and when you do like real hardcore damage to your body, I mean, a lot of the ECW folks, you know what I'm saying? Like they, like their bodies pay for it. It's mostly the ECW, unless you take care of your body and such, when you go towards that extreme, no pun intended, this is the cost of it. And it's like, man, I feel bad for him and such. Raven was, Raven is a guy. He was a guy who he wasn't one of my favorites, but he was there. He was a good wrestler. He's a smart he's a smart wrestling guy too. Like when you hear him speak, like he's very articulate with the way how he the way how he talks about, matches and stuff backstage. He's really smart, But my prayers and thoughts go to Scott Levy and such. And I'm going to be out, guys. I will make another video tonight, so I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.